Hey, welcome back to Trinity in 20. It's great to be with you this week. This week, I got something special for you. A friend, a member, a community partner, Don Terry. Don is new to the Fort Wayne community, but more than anything, you're part of Trinity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but also then in addition to that, Don works at Community Harvest Food Bank. And Community Harvest, as we think about food insecurity for many of the people here in our city and how we're able to speak to that, Community Harvest is our principal partner in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. What do you do there? So tell us a little bit about. I mean, I know you're involved. There's just a mind-boggling array of programs at Community Harvest. But
My actual title is Senior Pack Coordinator. Basically, I run a program. It's a state-run program for low-income seniors 60 and older. And qualifying seniors get 2 bags of groceries every month and a block of good old government cheese. Government cheese is still around, going to outlive us all, or as I call it, Velveeta's first cousin. But that's the program I run, but there are lots of great programs at Community Harvest.
So for the senior program, how many individuals or families do you serve?
So right now the state allows us 600 participants, but we lost a lot of folks through COVID. So we're kind of trying to chase to get back to 600. We're serving more about 550 seniors right now.
Wow.
We build 1,000 bags a month. So,
Wow.
But in an ideal world, we would have 600 seniors and a waiting list.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. There's that much need for the senior community.
Absolutely, the need's not going away. And I have to do a shout out for our volunteers too. Without the volunteers, my program and Community Harvest would sink.
Well, you told me a couple of weeks ago, you told me about you had these volunteers that they packed, 500 bags in 20 minutes or something
they
weird
get going.
like that?
And it's weird because when I get them acclimated, and you got to understand in my workspace, the ideal situation is only 5 or 6 volunteers. Because I just have a couple tables and I have all the product lined in the room. And if you get too many, people get bumping around. So we had 5 people from a local bank, and they built well over 500 sets of bags in a short period of time. So,
Did they get their picture on the wall?
and it's funny because when I'm introducing them to how we're going to build the bags and such, I always say, and after you've built a couple hundred. And they always look at me like I got horns coming out of my head. And I'm thinking, no, we're going to build at least a couple hundred, I promise you. And they're always amazed at the end of their shift, which is usually not very long, that I'll say, you want to know how many bags you built? And it's always a great number.
You know, I think, if I remember correctly, during COVID, and this is just a little before maybe you were getting here, that we remember the massive numbers of people in COVID coming.
Absolutely.
Coming to the food banks, coming to Community Harvest, and food programs across the city. And the word that we've heard here that has come back to us, that believe it or not, the need is even greater.
Oh, it absolutely is. Absolutely is. With inflation and the cost of everything going up and benefits going down, the need just continues to go up.
That's a crazy kind of thing to think about.
Yeah, it really is.
So where does Community Harvest get all their food from? I mean,
Yeah.
You're not going to the grocery and loading up a cart
No.
and bringing it back.
Most of the food is donated, but we have great partner agencies. My program itself is a state-run program, so it's commodities from the state of Indiana.
Okay.
But when you enter the warehouse, probably 75% of what you see is donated product. But we do buy some product as well. But every day our drivers are going out delivering orders, and on their way back they're stopping by the Meijers and the Walmarts and the Aldis, and they're picking up product to bring back to the Community Harvest Food Bank. So we have great partners as well.
Yeah. It is amazing. You spoke in your warehouse. If any of you have ever had an opportunity to be down there, it is an amazing.
It is. Because when
It's an amazing thing.
when they hear food bank, they think food pantry, and we do have a food pantry. Community Cupboard is our food pantry right on the corner of the building, but that is not all there is there. We are a food bank, so think of us serving a 9-county area and over 365 partner agencies, much like Trinity.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, when we do programs like Thursday dinner, that the food that we procure, one of us somebody goes down, gets it, and there's a small fee that helps sustain the food bank.
Absolutely.
Helps sustain the food bank. But for us, it's more reasonable. It's a more reasonable cost than if we went to Kroger and Walmart. But we go down, they get the food, bring it back, and there's
Absolutely.
a lot. Those agencies.
Yeah, and I believe it's 19 cents a pound. 19 cents a pound for qualifying agencies. So yeah, it's much cheaper, and it helps us as well. And it helps. Years ago, that food would have been thrown away, and now it comes to us, and we're able to get extended shelf life out of a lot of that stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
absolutely.
That's amazing. Some of our people may not know, and we probably here need to do a little bit better job of the opportunities to. We do collect food sometimes, and send down to you all, but also the volunteer opportunities, like you said, packing bags and.
Absolutely. There are so many volunteering opportunities. Adam Roby is our volunteer coordinator. You can reach out to Adam anytime. And there's always something going on at the food bank. We also have 2 warehouses. A lot of people don't know that. We also have a North Coliseum building. The North Coliseum building runs a program much like mine, but it's not state run, and it's for kids. It's a backpack program. And so we're a lot more lenient on what we can put in the bags and that sort of thing. But there's always opportunities at the food bank, helping in the community cupboard, which is always a need because community cupboards open 5 days a week, and we got to have people to replenish those shelves. So, but always something to do. Always something to do. We just come out of the corn season. We bagged a lot of corn.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we bagged a lot of corn. So, and also at the North Coliseum building, we have a blanching program where we'll take that corn and we have a machine that'll shuck that corn, and you got to wash that corn, and you got to bag that corn, and you got to freeze that corn. But let me tell you, it takes volunteers to do that. So,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, yeah, absolutely.
So if you're watching this and you're interested in food, there is something for you at Community Harvest.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the difference that you would make in our community is huge.
Absolutely. And as I was told Pastor earlier, we're all in this together.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, we're in this together. And honestly, you can come with a larger group. I'll tell you a prime example. Saturday mornings, we have a food distribution every Saturday morning. It's called Helping Hands. It's from 8 in the morning till 10 in the morning. We have to have 30 to 40 volunteers in order for that to succeed, because we will serve 900 cars in 2 hours. We pull them up 6 at a time. We have 3 dock doors. We load the boxes, 6 cars at a time, and we send them on their way.
Holy smokes.
But once again, without the volunteers, the program would sink. My program, I don't want to build 1,000 bags of groceries by myself. I'd rather share the wealth. So yeah.
You go home and you're
and not to mention my program, we have volunteer drivers who will deliver to homebound seniors. So we have 20 awesome volunteer drivers that travel all over the city delivering bags to seniors. And I will tell you, when gas got up to $6 a gallon, we never lost one volunteer driver.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And it's their time, their gasoline, their wear and tear on their car. They're awesome.
Yeah. If you'd want us to know anything in particular about Community Harvest that you think we don't know, what would you want us to know?
All the various programs. There are so many good programs. My senior program, we run a program for veterans. It's called Hope for Heroes. If you're a veteran or a survivor of a veteran, you can shop once a month at the community cupboard, and you get 100 pounds of food.
How much is it? How much is 100 pounds of food?
Well,
like a grocery cart full?
Absolutely. And also understand, in the community, years ago, food banking was, here's a box of food, have a good day. Now it's what we call a select system. It's choice. You can choose, pick and choose what you like. We weigh the canned goods and things like that, but over on this side of the community cupboard, we have fresh produce and bakery and different refrigerated items that are free weight. So you get your 100 pounds here, and then you come and get all the free weights you want, because we want to promote healthier lifestyles.
Sure.
So we want you to grab all the vegetables you can. And then as you're walking out the door, there might be some USDA products sitting there, and they may say you're allowed 4 cans of each of these. And I know last week we had 2-pound bags of shrimp. And would you like a bag of shrimp as well?
Wow.
Not included in your 100 pounds. So yeah, it's really incredible. We have so many programs. The backpack program for kids. We do mobile markets where we will, farm wagons as we call them. We 13 a week. We will go out and drop a truck, unload the produce. You just pull through and we hand it out.
You know, during COVID, and I know you weren't here at the moment, but during COVID, we had looked into making Trinity a site for some of that distribution, and it became obvious that we couldn't control the traffic.
I was going to say, yes, in this parking lot it would be.
Like I mean, I cannot tell you how many conversations we had with Community Harvest. We want to do this. We know there's a need. We think we're a central location. We think people will find us. Can we do something? And we spent hours, and it always came back to, because so many people
Absolutely.
would come through.
Absolutely.
And we knew that we could not control the traffic here in the middle of the city.
Yes, and then every other week on Wednesday, every other week, I do a distribution strictly for seniors. And we'll serve a couple hundred seniors in 2 hour time. Unlike the Helping Hands on Saturday, it's not for the general public, it's just for seniors.
Yeah.
And I generally try to offer 6 produce items and we'll hand them out.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting at home and you are feeling the pinch of food insecurity, or you have a friend or a neighbor who is feeling the pinch of food insecurity, of not having enough to eat for themselves or their family, let us know. We can help hook you up with programs at Community Harvest. We've helped literally hundreds of people through this place, you know, to be able to go and shop at the pantry. Janet Altmeyer and her team of volunteers has done thousands of vouchers, you know, because
Absolutely.
we know we have a partner with Community Harvest. And if you have a need, or you know somebody who does, let us know.
And I'll tell you, even if you show up say you should come to Community Harvest today and you do not have a voucher, we still offer crisis bags. We will give you a crisis bag that day, and we keep a little refrigerated cooler there, and you're able to pick all the produce you want out of that cooler. And we will then give you information on other opportunities.
Yeah.
But, you know, we don't turn a blind eye to anybody.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great place to work and very passionate people. Very passionate people.
Passionate
I know
people.
you thought I didn't have a heart, but I do. I have one.
Well, just because you're a Bengals fan doesn't mean you don't have a heart.
Oh, that scab is too fresh. Way too fresh.
As a Steelers fan, it's good to pick on the Bengals.
Oh, you're a Steelers fan?
No.
This thing's done. We're done.
Yeah. So thanks for being with us.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being part of our community here at Trinity, but also being part of our community through Community Harvest.
Absolutely.
And it's great to be here with you, and we look forward to being with you again sometime soon.